Welcome, my name is Herwig Schoen, and today I wish to speak on creative problem solving, emotional mental mastery, and relationships. So there's this famous quote from Einstein that says about, the attempt to solve a problem from the same internal thinking that has created it is simply insanity. Or in other words, doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome is not really a reasonable and working thing to do. So what is that? Creative problem solving. First of all, we have to identify something in our life that is a problem, right? So once we have identified the problem, then we have to shift our awareness to a higher frequency level to actually be able to solve the problem. Because if we stay on the same frequency level that have created the problem, there is no solution for the problem. So we have to allow ourselves to be lifted to a higher frequency level where we can have access to the information of how to do this. So how can that work? So I will give you a very simple example. Let's imagine, there's a couple, a man and a woman, and they wish to go on vacation. So the woman wants to go in the mountains and the man wants to go to the ocean. So of course, what they could do, they could compromise. They could say, okay, we are in a place, for example, where I live here, where there's both. There's high mountains and there's ocean. So we can have days at the ocean, we can have days in the mountains. So the thing is, they will only be partially happy, because when the woman is at the ocean, she's not going to be happy. When the man's in the mountains, he's not going to be happy. So that's not really a solution to the current problem. So what can these two do? So the first is to understand, okay, there's this desire and that's there and that's okay. And there's a solution for us being in the same place, but being really happy. Because it's not about the woman being in the mountains and the man being on the ocean. It's about how they wish to feel on vacation. They want to feel good. They have a certain expectation of how they wish to feel. So now they focus on that. They don't focus on how this has to be fulfilled, but they focus on that. And then they let go of any kind of preconceived notion of how this whole thing has to happen. And then they can just sit there and opening themselves and say, okay, so what's going to happen now? That all I have is I want to feel good when I'm on vacation. I want to be happy when I'm on vacation. I want to be with my significant other. And that's it. So how can this be fulfilled, that we are both happy at the same time? So as they let go of the need to be in the mountains or to be on the ocean, new information can come to them. And I know this. I've done this so many times, and I have worked with so many people to help them get to that place. So then new information will come to them that will show them something that they can do together on vacation that will make them even happier than they have already, than they could possibly imagine by way of that. And I've seen this so many times, and it works pretty reliably. The entrance card for this is you have to let go of having it your way. So for this, you have to understand a little bit about how emotions work and how thought works, and to find freedom inside of whatever you think and whatever you feel. And this is part of the school of life that we teach, so you can have this freedom, so new information can come to you and you can create your situations in life and step by step your life in a totally different and new way that you could have never possibly imagined. And now imagine when you practice this, and also in little things, in your relationships, in your relationship with your significant other, but also in other relationships, what this can possibly become, how your relationships can evolve and blossom, and what they can be for you. Thank you.